Have you lost your husband and doing your best to move forward? Have you returned to work, showing up every day, but struggling to keep it together? What if you could focus at work while you learn to rebuild and live again? I'm Cheryl Parker, the founder of My Good Grief, and I work with professional, successful women just like you who have lost a spouse. And I give you a safe place to land with all those messy emotions. And I help you get clear about what's important to you right now. And I help you create a plan so that you can rebuild, focus at work, while you learn to live again. And when I was working towards my adult teacher certificate many years ago, I saw how everyone learns differently. And I can tell you that after 16 years in business, no two people grieve the same way. Of course, there's a common thread, but we all do it differently. And I want to talk to you today about learning your limits, because that's something everyone needs to learn. However you organize your day, I am someone who, jots everything into my phone, all the tasks, all the appointments that I need to fulfill in the day. And something that helped me when I was going through grief and learning my limits was, instead of saying yes to something that in that moment felt like I could achieve, I would take a look at the whole day ahead of me and see what else I had on my plate before I said yes to that thing. And then I expanded on that. So even though I had time or felt like I had the emotional capacity to fulfill on something that day at even a later time, instead of saying yes to that day, I would look at the week, the whole week, and what I had queued up for myself in my schedule. And I would make the decision based on a broader, wider view of what I had on my plate that week before I said yes or no to something. And then the third thing I did was take it even a step further. And I would look at the whole month on what obligations I had and what responsibilities, and prioritize what was on my plate for the whole month before I said yes to things. So I don't know how you organize your day, and like I say, everybody does it differently. But if you can expand your thoughts and your feelings into how much you can take on and what you can take on, that will help you so much. Because it does nothing for you to go ahead and say yes to something and then struggle and feel the guilt and the anguish about not being able to fulfill on it. And that can manifest into physical and emotional pain. And you do not want to go there. You're already dealing with so much. So if you want to learn more, click on the link below and get some more resources and learn how to put some boundaries around the limits that you can set for yourself while you're going through this grief process. And let's rediscover the beauty of life together.